name is Hilary Kodeva. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to learn web development from scratch. To learn web development, you don't have to be a guru. You can learn web development from scratch without knowing anything about computer. Follow this tutorial from beginning to the end. You understand what is called software and web development, how it works. Come to think of this. A driver getting to a destination. For a driver to drive his vehicle from a particular place to a destination, you have to follow a roadmap. It will take you to the destination. Then come to think, a woman that is cooking food follows a recipe to get the food done. The same thing, a software development or web development, following an instruction from computer to get a website done. All the websites you are seeing today, Amazon, Facebook, other things of it, WhatsApp and other things, it's a website and it follows an instruction for get it done. So for you to understand the function of software, follow this program from beginning to the end. Now, if you come to think, a driver, let's go to the word marker board. In this word marker board, let's just say we have a driver driving a vehicle. A driver driving a vehicle. Okay. Going to a destination. You have to follow all these road maps, whether it's from direct or from indirect till you get to your destination. This is your destination. So you have to follow the instruction given by the road map. You cannot, if your destination is here and you turn around here, you're not going to your destination. That is how programming is. For you to understand programming, you have to follow your computer and instruction given to you. So in next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how we are going to create a web page, starting from creating a folder, installing our software that will be needed for this, our programming. Before we end this video, I'm going to tell you something. For you to understand this software or web development, you have to follow this tutorial sequentially from installation, creating a folder, creating your first page till end. You understand software development. Thank you for watching. My name is Hilary. Bye-bye. Let's welcome back to today's tutorial. My name is Hilary Kodeva. In last tutorial, we discussed what is programming. So in this program, I'm going to teach you how to install your software. We'll have different types of software that we can use in this, our web design. We'll have Sublime Text. We'll have for the editor. We'll have Visual Studio Code. We'll have Dreamweaver and C. All that are the code editor that is suitable for web development. But today's tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to Visual Studio Code. That's what I use because it's very light. It has more added AdSense, and series of it is very light compared to Visual Studio itself. Sorry. So let's go down and install our Visual Studio Code. Go back to your browser. Click on your browser. Then type Visual Studio Code or VS Code. It will pop out. We click on it. So getting to the official website, which is visualstudio.com, click on it. Once you click on it, you see we'll have window for Windows 10 and above. That is for Windows. We'll have for Ubuntu. We'll have for Mac. So it depends on the one you are using. For mine, I'm using Windows. I have to click on Window. So once you click to Window, and you will see you can read all the license and everything about it. Once you click on the window, it automatically start installing. If it doesn't, you just click on this download by the right here. You see it start installing. Once, it depends on how speed of your system. See my own is somehow speed. Once you finish installing, you can able to install it. Although I have one on the system already, but for the tutorial sake, I'm going to give you an instruction on how to install it in your system. It's very straightforward. Now our Visual Studio have finished installing. You just click on the download icon here, click on the folder. Once you get into your system, you'll see other things installed. This is the Visual Studio Code. Then you double click on it. Once you double click on it, you hold on, depend on the speed of your system. Once it opens, it says setup has detected the Visual Studio Code is currently running. That means I have already Visual Studio Code. In case of your own, it will not show this. It will just show pop out install. You click on install, follow the process. Then you get your own done. Then after you finish installing your Visual Studio Code, then you come back. Look at how it will look like, exactly like this. That's how your Visual Studio Code will look like. So if you follow this instruction straight and you get to this stage, congratulations for installing your Visual Studio Code. In next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to create a folder and start your journey in software development. Thank you very much. My name is Hilary. Bye-bye.